Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Auntie Kerry Kenton, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country. Auntie Kerry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Elizabeth Crouch. Deputy Chancellor.
Thank you, Auntie Kerry, for that very warm welcome to country. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my great privilege as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this very important ceremony today. You may have noticed on your program today that the Chancellor was due to preside at today's ceremony, so I'd like to pass on his apologies because unfortunately he cannot be here with us today. I should also say it's very pleasing to see so many little ones in the audience today. And one of the things that I'd be remiss in doing, and the Chancellor always makes a point of doing, is to say, please feel free not to take your little ones out if they get a little bit agitated. Make sure you stay here. We really celebrate these occasions as one of great family occasions. And as the Chancellor always likes to say or note, that the babies who are here are usually in 25 years back here being our students. So we're very happy to have them here. So I'd firstly like to welcome our graduates. I hope this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. You deserve to take great pride in your graduation today. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance. You need to make many sacrifices. But that hard work has paid off, and I congratulate each and every one of you on your achievements. Today, I also especially want to welcome those of you who are beside and behind our graduates as their invited guests, because you've all done well too. The very fact that you are here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduates to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers, friends, husbands and wives, partners, boyfriends, lovers, or whoever you are, congratulations and welcome to this important occasion. I have another vital or important service for you to perform for our newest graduates. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, Indeed, there are some 50 universities around the world that can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, by comparison, is relatively young, celebrating our 50th Jubilee in 2014. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. We learnt at school that Macquarie was a great builder, but I believe his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. Instead, it lies with his vision for Australia as an egalitarian society, firmly instilling that notion of a fair go for all. And it is that legacy that we here at Macquarie strive to maintain and honour. And in our first 50 years, we've come a long way and can now proudly claim an extended Macquarie family of more than 167,000 Macquarie graduates living across 142 countries. From the outset, we defied traditional boundaries of academia, pioneering and continuing to pioneer learning and teaching approaches that challenged conventional thinking and practice. We encouraged our students to play a major role in their own learning, empowering them to guide what and how they learn. We pioneered new forms of research. Our framework for the future, world-leading research with world-changing impact, is brought to life by renowned researchers and offers bold and innovative solutions to global issues, providing real benefit to the world we live in. Such approaches to learning and teaching and to research are the reasons why Macquarie is ranked one of the top universities in the world. But we've also made significant investments in facilities to support our forward-looking agenda. On your way here today, you may have noticed the Macquarie University Hospital, the first of its kind on a university campus in Australia. The hospital itself forms part of a very exciting medical enterprise, which will be Australia's first fully integrated academic health sciences centre under a university leadership. We also have other outstanding facilities which include the Australian Hearing Hub, which is a world-leading institute dedicated to hearing and language sciences, cutting-edge science labs, a state-of-the-art media centre, and a newly launched simulation hub for teaching and for research. So we understand the importance of investing in quality facilities that, in addition to our open spaces, give our staff and our students the freedom to think and grow. So it's clear we're forward-looking and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie, we have a clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform and improve people's lives, not just of our students, but of people all around the globe, by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie to always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of Macquarie University alumni. It is now my very great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Professor Janet Greeley. Professor Greeley migrated to Australia in 1987 with a PhD in psychology from the University of Toronto, where her research specialisation was in the psychology of drug addiction. She was one of the first appointees to the National Drug and Alcohol Research Centre at the University of New South Wales and later moved to James Cook University, where she became a Pro Vice-Chancellor. She was the inaugural Executive Dean of the Faculty of Human Sciences here at Macquarie University from 2008 to 2014 before she stepped down. Throughout her career, Janet has served on key national committees in teacher education, the National Health and Medical Research and the Australian Medical Council. I am particularly pleased to have Janet back here with us at Macquarie, so it is now my great pleasure to introduce Professor Janet Greeley to deliver our occasional address. Please welcome Janet.
Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the faculty, staff, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure and an honour to be here with you to celebrate this very important day. Usually I'm sitting over there being very nervous, as Professor Homewood is doing this afternoon, having to announce the names. This is a much easier gig. I can tell this room is filled with strong feelings of pride, satisfaction, and anticipation, and rightly so. Today we're here to recognise the great achievement of the graduands who have successfully completed a degree. Whether it's your first degree or one in a succession of degrees, it's the culmination of much hard work and personal sacrifice by you and those members of your family and friends who have shared the journey with you. Please accept my hearty congratulations. Only you know what it's taken, and I hope you feel that it's been. While it was a celebration of completion, as today is, it was really the beginning of a new stage of life which I had not yet fully imagined. So hopefully I've learned a few things along the way, and hopefully I'll share those with you today, and they may help you as you embark on this next stage of life. And I hope you'll indulge with me a little personal reminiscence as we go along the way. I grew up in a very small town in northern Canada. It was a great place to grow up, lots of freedom to roam the countryside in a safe, secure environment. However, there weren't many organised activities for kids outside school, but there was plenty of time and space to use your imagination. You could pretend to be anything or anyone. And as kids, we did. My friends and I spent hours acting out our dreams. Some of those childhood imaginings included being a teacher, a doctor, a dancer, a writer, even a mountain climber. Taking on the role of a superhero was not out of the question, and I recall at about the age of 8, Robin Hood or Wonder Woman were distinct possibilities. I'm sure you all experienced something like this as children. I think throughout life, it's important to reflect on your childhood, to remember how audacious you can be. Every now and again, you should try to rekindle that unfettered imagination. Don't be afraid to have what might seem like wild dreams and believe they're possible. Most important, believe in yourself. The ambition to become a psychologist didn't spark my imagination until I was in high school. and all I really knew at that stage was I wanted to work with people. But I think those early childhood ambitions still influenced my decision. If I couldn't be a superhero, I at least wanted to make a difference. As you will have discovered, there are challenges to be met along any road you choose. You have overcome many of those to get here today. This decision to go to university was a genuinely life-transforming one for me. No doubt you too have found that university has given you many opportunities. I know you'll remember with fondness the people who have helped you along the way. I hope you will also embrace the value of the personal generosity they gave to you, and that you will pass that forward to others as you pursue your own careers. University is also a place where you develop important lifelong friendships. Treasure those friendships and your links with your alma mater, Macquarie University. A strong alumni builds a strong institution. Be proud of your heritage as an alumnus of this fine university and help it thrive so that future generations can enjoy the many benefits it has to offer. When I finished my first degree, I had no real plans to pursue further study, but I soon found myself missing the stimulation of life at university. I was lucky to have had a mentor who encouraged me to pursue graduate studies, and I will be forever grateful to her. Pursuing a career in academia enabled me to engage in really interesting work with really interesting people and to travel widely. And this was all very exciting. And I know you too will experience those moments of excitement as you pursue your careers. But there will also be moments of fear and trepidation when you take on something new or push the envelope further than you might have imagined. It's perhaps during these challenging times when you actually grow the most. Don't be afraid to take up a challenge, and don't spend too much time regretting failures. Learn from them and move on. To be a teacher, a psychologist, or a scientist is a significant responsibility. You'll have plenty of opportunities to make your mark. Grasp them with both hands and remember, you can do it. It's a challenging world you're going to enter. There are many reasons for concern, and many people take a very pessimistic view of the future. Don't make that mistake. Remember, you are a beneficiary of a tertiary education, and it's now your turn to give back. Don't be afraid to take a leadership role, and do your part to make things better. And where you can, encourage and enable others to do the same. In my relatively short lifetime, I've seen monumental leaps forward, such as the first man on the moon, the proliferation of personal computers and smartphones, the invention of the internet and the World Wide Web, to name a few. What will you witness in your lifetime? While there will be many exciting developments in science, technology, and the arts, the real challenge will be for society to adapt in positive ways to these changes. You will be able to play an important part in helping people to learn and adapt. Make the most of it. As you progress through your careers, I hope you'll continue to feel the sense of pride and accomplishment you have today. Believe in your abilities, be courageous, be generous, and you will lead a good life. Once again, congratulations and my very best to you for the future. Thank you.
As I said earlier, it is a great pleasure to have Janet back here. One of the things I think that is a great thing about higher education is also the fact that you have an opportunity to create a new future for yourselves and for the community, as I said earlier. And what you can do is create your own legacy. Janet left us a great legacy here, particularly around the Australian Hearing Hub and the work that we now do in that space. So the world's your oyster, really. And I think, as I said, it's a great pleasure to have her back here again, and most importantly, to benefit from the guidance she's provided to previous students and her lasting legacy through things like the Hearing Hub. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Professor Gourley. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees and diplomas on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. Now, apparently, if I award a degree to you and you're not supposed to have it, I can't take it off you. So what I've got to do is to make sure that you've done everything you needed to. Did you go to every lecture? Did you submit every assignment? Go to every tutorial? You're nodding? You're nodding. All right, well, I'll doubly confirm this by asking our Deputy Registrar, Jonathan Wiley, to formally certify your eligibility. Jonathan.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees and diplomas they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees and diplomas please now stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees or diplomas for which you have qualified. Congratulations, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving them a round of applause.
Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Human Sciences. This faculty teaches courses and conducts research about people, investigating the how and the why. It is home to a number of internationally recognised research centres conducting groundbreaking research across disciplines in areas such as cognitive science and early childhood education. Exciting opportunities exist for both students and researchers alike. The faculty includes research and study areas in education, linguistics, psychology, early childhood, special education, and cognitive science. Deputy Chancellor, I now call upon Associate Professor Judy Homewood, the Associate Dean of Higher Degree Research in the Faculty of Human Sciences, to present the graduates. Associate Professor Homewood.
Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Human Sciences whom you have admitted to degrees. I present the graduates admitted to the honours degree of the Bachelor of Science-Psychology with first-class honours. Justin Guy Freeman. Claire Leanne Hay Shipton. Zoe Klinkhammer. Morel Marcoux. Maria Mirafora Mortez. Charlotte Jane Officer. Kira Stanmore. Nikki Ann Louise Wilson. I present graduates admitted to the honours degree of Bachelor of Science-Psychology, Gabrielle Castle. Nasla Harwooning. Nicola Ann Azzopardi. Chantel Chong. Kevin Chu. Catherine Elizabeth Cox. Isabella Fontana. Elise Fromonge. Eleanor Isabel Gonzalez. Simia Ham. Paige Mireille Kenny. Jessica Madison McDonald. Marisa Candice Malak. Patricia Martinelli. Martelli. Emma Margaret Moses. Karishma Trebowen. Congratulations, Jayla. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts-Psychology with the Bachelor of Health, Jacqueline Adams. Christine Deborah Aroam. Michael Guy Hefner Bennett. Maya Brundit. Olivia Monique Dupomeray. Nicole Favaloro. Georgia Herity. Courtney Nicole McGrath. Sophie Helen Peat. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the Bachelor of Arts-Psychology, Abigail Bacon. Jack Burton. Jessica Cockerton. Fauji Hajizi. Natalie Karatzis. Damien Ezekiel Maldonado. Jessica Rom. Shika Parag Shah. Carla Simone Valmal. Tamara Wolf. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts-Psychology with the Diploma of Education. Thomas Brett. Claire Alice Eifert. Philippa Ann Ellis. Naomi James. Elizabeth Joan Kennedy. Richard Allen Manchi. Gabrielle Manganaro. Justin Stewart Morris. Farida Rajab. Amy Schofield. Samantha Lauren Smith. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Kathleen Burke. Vin Kien Chung. Lauren Nicole Smith. Amy Wang. Laurel Peter Warner. Naomi Watanabe. Jin Young Yu. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts-Psychology, Gracial Carkneo. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary, Mary Barr. Avril Boyle. Sarah Veronica Campbell. Emma Louise Davies Forsyth. Holly Elise Draper. Hayley Ann Fleming. Troy Gibbs. Emily Catherine Grieve. Sabina Capel. Veronica Langthorne. Shani Law. Jennifer Joy Laurie. Samantha Lebdowski. Donna Shun Chun N Lee. Jason Lee. Lauren Marie Luton. Alexandra Laura McRoberts. Marion Mills. Jennifer Jae-hee Moon. Henna Rayani. Sally Ann Lee Robertson. Emma Justine Rockley. Joshua Peter Shifter. Jennifer Jane Hastings Sheridan. Jacqueline Sinavsky. Yerk Shan Allison Toe. Kelly Louise Walsh. Jessica Whalen. Charlotte Jan Willis. Fiona Janet Wallace Wood. Diana Yi Yang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Education Secondary. Thomas Gregorio Azzopardi. Christopher John Bushley. Hannah Catherine Grundy. Robin Elizabeth Indigo Hanny. Mitchell Ian Joyce. Isabella Rose Kelly. Lauren Killen. Lawrence Koo. Joseph David Maidment. Jessica Elizabeth Raynor. Pratapan T. Lainatan. Jennifer Louise Veal. Yan Shan Yung. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Sciences, Alexandra Lewis Laspina. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Sneha Shashadri. Kim Josephine Warren. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science-Psychology, Agnes Louise Arbinojad. Dana Al-Jamal. Alexander James Bloom. Subi Bora. Jennifer Brown. Senam Kanata. Kong Wei Chu Ah. Ashley Eleanor Collins. Rebecca Cormack. Francesco De Santis. Shazia Hazi. Sean Hayden Haining. Nicole Tanya Hamblin Walker. Brandon Felix Lee. Jonathan Francis Yongjian Lee. Stephanie Daniela Lee. Olivia Lim Lee Ha. Sarkinia Manan. Adam Nasari. Rajita Nurpana. Clinton Nguyen. Jake Norris. Robert Pace Farah. Sanella Padiratna. Priyanka Pawa. Vangel Radev. Michelle Sims. Aure Lynette Ruhus Songa. Mudit Vashist. Martin Wegener. Sally Udale. Yulena Zaya. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Hannah Bryan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Arts, Laura May Buxton. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Neuropsychology, Joanne Ray Allison, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Sasha Bagrianova. Christina Baritic, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Amelia Margaret Cheslis. Caitlin Eve Dawes, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Joanna Fardell, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Gaius Giles Gorman, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Chloe Alexandra Gott, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Candice Elizabeth Graham. Anu Moted Kanul, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Chiara Serena Parvella, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Jessica Ray Seiler, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Psychology. Tiffany Marie Allen. Richard Dylan Barclay, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Pamela Christine Brady. Joelle Chu. Samarthi Gunatelathan. Josephine Gravnia, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Margaret Gay Bethia McCaskill. Stacey McCraw. Michael John Player. Suzanne Elizabeth Ruthick, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Leonie Wainwright. Paul Evan Alpostolou. Jacqueline Borg. Joanne Downing. Vanessa Jade Ellis. Zena Redonde. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the Master of Clinical Neuropsychology, Dr. Travis Ashley Wern, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for a thesis entitled Inhibitory Regulation of the Prefrontal Cortex in an Animal Model of Methamphetamine Behavioural Sensitisation, Implications for the Maintenance of Chronic Psychoses. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the Master of Clinical Psychology, Dr. Nikki Johnston, for a thesis entitled Maternal Psychological Maturity, Parenting and Toddler Regulation. Dr. Jamie Savannah Nolan for a thesis entitled Positive Reappraisal in Older Adults, Exploration of a Cognitive Emotion Regulation Strategy. Dr. Hayley Watson for a thesis entitled Forgiveness in School Bullying, Applicability and Implications for Intervention. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with the Master of Organisational Psychology, Dr. Deanna Kate Paulin, for a thesis entitled The Development and Assessment of a Multi-Level Model of Team Climate for Incivility. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Jane Louise Mary Franklin, for a thesis entitled Orbitofrontal Cortex Function, the Behavioural and Molecular Consequences of Exposure to Sugar and/or Caffeine in Rats. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Psychology, Clinical Neuropsychology, Dr. Clifford Lawrence Deo, for a thesis entitled Formal Thought Disorder in Homeless Young Adults with Elevated Schizotypal Traits, Dimensional Structure and Cognitive Correlates. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Doctor of Psychology, Clinical Psychology, Dr. Maria Ivanka Milic, for a thesis entitled The Nature of the Anxiety in Children with Selective Mutism. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Dr. Iris Bartula. Dr. Hannah Alice Fiedler, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Dr. Naomi Carolyn Halls. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Human Sciences.
Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Dr. Jane Franklin, who is graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Franklin.
Deputy Chancellor, distinguished faculty, graduates, family and friends, I'd like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. It is a huge honour. For the last 3 weeks, my waking hours have been dominated by thinking about how to be the voice of this 2016 graduating class of arts, science, education and psychology students. Preparing for this speech has encouraged me to reflect upon what an amazing journey of discovery I've been on. I urge my fellow graduates to take time and think about your own educational journey at Macquarie, and family and friends to think about just how much the person you have just watched graduate has grown not only in terms of knowledge, but also as a person. I guess you could say I was not your traditional university student. I tried many things between leaving school and beginning my undergraduate degree. I studied bassoon at Music College, worked for a stockbroker in an international funds management department, and thanks to a market crash, a redundancy payment, and a hard-working husband, I was lucky enough to be able to stay at home with my children. My undergraduate journey began in 2004 when I applied via the Jubilee Scheme to study at Macquarie. Amazingly, on the strength of a 750-word personal statement, I persuaded someone at Macquarie that I might have the capacity and motivation to be successful at university studies. My plan was to be a primary school teacher. In 2005, when I opened my first package of CDs and the unit guide entitled Education, the Psychological Context, little did I know that it would lead to this day to giving this speech and that I would ultimately graduate with a PhD in behavioural neuropharmacology. For me, the roadblocks that I have encountered have been more pivotal than successes in shaping my academic career. At times I was forced to honestly assess my capabilities, to decide whether I should fight to overcome a roadblock or to change direction. Importantly, when I've been forced down a new pathway, any disappointment was quickly replaced by the excitement of the new opportunities that always seem to open up. In the second year of my primary teaching degree, I realised that the very things that had held me back from starting my university studies were also the fundamental skills that I would need to inspire children to learn. I realised that as a parent, I would be horrified if I found out that my children's teacher couldn't spell, couldn't write neatly, and still didn't know their times tables. So it was in a tutorial where we're being asked to share our strategies for solving what should have been simple primary school mathematical problems that I decided that this was a roadblock that I should accept. So I dropped education and dived headlong into psychology. The message here is be honest with yourself about what you want and what you're capable of, because we really can't all be good at everything. I approached first-year psychology statistics with some trepidation. Amazingly, I seem to understand it, and now this may sound strange, but I used to save the weekly stats quiz as a treat for Sunday afternoons. Unfortunately, things did not go so smoothly with second-year stats. After several weeks in and not a clue about what was meant to be going on, and then I got a big fat 0 in the first optional test, and I thought, well, despite this mystery getting deeper and deeper, I would not let this course stop me getting a psychology degree. This was a roadblock I could and would overcome. I spent every moment trying to make sense of course notes, pored over exams, read every textbook I could find, and finally, thankfully, it clicked. And importantly, not just for the exam. Through perseverance, this blank spot became one of my strengths, and indeed, I even became a tutor on that very course. The message here is, there are times when you just have to keep plugging away. If you really want and need to understand something, you will get there in the end, even if the road is a bit bumpy along the way. Partway through my PhD and halfway through my planned behavioural experiments, our laboratory was closed for essential renovations. Now, what was I meant to do? I couldn't afford to be doing nothing. The solution was to carry out molecular experiments. And I was offered the opportunity to compare the proteins found in the small area of brain that controlled the behaviours that I'd been manipulating with sugar and caffeine. So here I was, a mother of two, no chemistry background, that had attended a girls' high school where everyone left at 16, most to enter the workforce, a school where students were encouraged to study sewing, home economics, childcare, and office skills, being let loose in a chemistry lab. And suddenly, I was one of those scientists you see on TV with the multi-channel pipette, the white coat, safety goggles. So cool, but it was a steep learning curve. But again, I was not going to let what I didn't know yet get in the way of what I wanted to learn. Then there was the data. I was warned, but nothing can prepare you for the lists of hundreds of change proteins involved in multiple complex cellular processes that I knew nothing about. Looking up proteins became addictive. What did a change in SOD1, GRIN2B, or even MAD with a double D mean? What did homoproteins do, and what on earth was the sonic hedgehog pathway? My poor family and fellow students had to put up with my verbal downloads when I tried to understand what the changes might mean. My understanding of the molecular mould will always be a work in progress. There is too much to learn. However, that is what makes it exciting. I believe the most important thing is to make the roadblocks that you get in your way be productive. Find a way around them, or look for new opportunities that may open up. Keep asking questions, seeking answers, and reawaken your childlike curiosity about life, and be passionate about everything that you are doing. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I would like to thank all of the academics that guided us through our degrees, and I would like to say a special thank you to all the supervisors of the honours, masters and PhD students that are graduating today. And in particular, I'd like to say thank you to my PhD supervisor and my honours and PhD associate supervisor, Judy Homewood and Jen Cornish. We'd all agree that study can be really tough without the support and encouragement of our family and friends. And rather than risk an Oscar-style speech that delays our champagne, I will restrict my personal thanks to my husband, for putting up with having a perpetual student for a wife, for my girls for always encouraging me on, and finally, to my mum, the first mature age student in our family, and whenever I doubted myself, I remembered you. New challenges await us all. For me, I'll be exploring the mysteries of predator-odor molecular biology, the entourage effects of terpenoids, and working out how to use click chemistry to unlock activity-based proteomics. And if you're thinking, what is she talking about? I would not blame you. Because if you'd asked me 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have had a clue either. I'm not super smart, but I do work hard. And Macquarie has given me the skill to decode these words, to get excited by the prospect of the experiments ahead, and now I'm actually getting paid to find out new things. What a gift education is. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane, for that wonderful speech on behalf of our graduating class and for sharing your personal journey with us. I think you'll agree it was a wonderful address. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Dr. Jane Franklin. Time for a musical interlude. As we learned from Dr. Franklin's speech, we're very good at discovering hidden talents amongst our people at Macquarie University, and I'm pleased to say that superb voice belonged to Hedda Paisley, who is one of our own here at Macquarie. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking her again. Please also join me in thanking our musicians, flautist Dr. Chai Chang Ning, and our organist, Dr. James Forsyth. And I would especially like to take this opportunity to thank the representatives of our alumni community who come here week in and week out to help us with our graduation ceremonies. They're the people who are on hand to help make sure you're in the right place at the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking our alumni. Graduates, as I can now call you, This ceremony marks the end of one stage of your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on and for the rest of your lives, you are part of that bigger Macquarie family, our alumni, and part of a network of over 167,000 Macquarie graduates living across the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office and hope that you will come back here to attend functions, to undertake more study, or simply to visit our beautiful campus. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, and to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the whole society. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it. Because in almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, in your communities, all of these things matter and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed through the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life, a great career, or a great achievement. And in all you do, I ask you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. I hope that you will also always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you to celebrate today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like all our newest graduates to please stand. Now, I'd like you to place your testamers on the seats behind you. Turn around and face your family and friends. You guys don't have to turn around, you're facing the right way. Give them a hearty round of applause. Now you can turn around, but don't sit down yet. I've got one more job for you to do. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff, many of whom have supported you on your journey here at Macquarie. Please join me in thanking them. Now you can sit down, we've only got a couple more minutes. Shortly, I'll lead the official party out, and it will be my very great honour to invite our newest graduates, their family and friends, to join us for refreshments overlooking the lake. But before I do so, I'd like to wish you the very best for your futures and conclude with the words of an old Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official party will now leave the graduation hall through the centre aisle and be followed by our newest graduates. We would also invite you to follow the procession on the path down to the lake. Would you now please stand and remain standing until the last of the graduates has processed out?